Hey y'all, Dill Crom from Quality Beast here at SPIEL18, and we want to give you like a Quality Beast update. It's going to be a big one because this time we don't just have one booth in the same location as last year, we actually have 3. So let's run through them. You know, of course, we got Seize the Bean. We're showing off manufacturer samples and we're playing the game with people. If you're here and you played it, thank you for coming by, and if you didn't, hopefully we'll be updating Tabletop Simulator soon. Now, we're also showing off Lady and the Tiger. That's a game from our American partner, Jelly Bean Games. They're actually American, Australian, Canadian, really cool hybrid. Part of the reason why we work with them. And we're actually selling the English version of it, acting as the retailer, because we made the German version of it. And it's not out yet, but we have demos of it here. And we're just finishing up some of the last components. So, really beautiful collection of micro games. And if you keep coming, you can see a lot of our friends hanging out here, even Jordan Draper chilling out. And as usual, we're serving coffee, and the plushies are here, sample plushies. So we actually have QB. It's not the final, it's getting there. She needs a little adjustment on the snout, and obviously the coffee cup shouldn't hang like that, but she's looking really cute, looking really beautiful. So let me just pass that back to you. Could you take that back? Thank you so much. So you can see the team, our event manager Kirsten here just rocking it. And then we come to this side of the booth, is where we're hosting our partners' later games, which you might know from Vast or from Root. We're doing the German versions of both. So we're actually demoing Root, and we actually have finished Vast, and it is for sale. We have a limited number of copies at the fair, and if you're watching this later wondering why you pre-ordered and you don't have a copy yet, we air-shipped in a low number of copies, and we tried to let people who pre-ordered in Backer Kit know that all they have to do if they're at Spiel is then pre-order for the pickup, and they'll be able to get it here. So if you didn't do that, we're sorry they didn't get that message, but email us or contact us and we can figure it out. So the rest of them are in the ships and they're coming, and we are currently done translating Root. We're just proofing it now. We're trying to get a print run in for the end of the year to have that to you next year. So Vast, Root, that's booth number 1. Now follow me over to our next booth, the demo booth. So welcome to booth number 2. This is our demo booth. These are all the future releases, and there's nothing for sale here. It's just game playing. So we're starting with our next major game, which will go to Kickstarter early next year. I know that will be before Seize the Bean delivers, and we're going to release some information about why we're making that decision. But we'll talk about that later. But we assure you that Seize the Bean will be in production before we take this to Kickstarter. So Towers of the Sun, if you don't know it, it's an abstract strategy game, a 3D abstract strategy game by Stefan Brackman. And if you come a little further, oh. We have 2 tables for Towers of the Sun, and then in the middle we have what's called a flex table. So check out our YouTube channel. We're going to release at least one video about our secret releases, which we haven't done any marketing or even announced yet, but one of them is on BGG, and that's codenamed Quantic Dojo. So go check that video out if you want to see something awesome. We also use the flex table for checking out designs from other designers, new ones or external ones. So if you see us at an event and we have a flex table, you can always come show us something. We also use it for meetings too, for our partners. So come a little further, So this is another game that we're going to release next year, most likely not Kickstarted, most likely just self-funded, and that's Microbes Are Yours. That's also from Stefan Brackman, and it's a filler game, but it's a strategic filler. So I'll let you watch some of the videos that we'll upload about Microbes Are Yours to learn more, but we're demoing it here and we're getting some good response. So come to the last booth, come to the last table. You can see I'm almost breathless now. We're only through booth number 2. Quantified, if you don't know it yet, is a large cooperative game about defending and protecting our human rights, and deals with topics such as data privacy and how we're measuring ourselves, how we're quantifying our lives. So, pretty deep topic, but a very fun game by Jana Ulrich, a designer and a social artist. So if you don't know it yet, check it out. It's on BGG. We have some videos up. And right now, the game is exiting design. It will be going to development soon. So you can see the art by Aaron Fernandez on the banner, but actually there's no art on the prototypes yet. It's still very abstract. So that's it for booth number 2. This is huge. We're showing so many games, but that's not all. You might know or have heard of Necrotic Gnome. So let's go over there and check out some role-playing stuff. Come on, follow me to booth number 3. can see, there's just crowds everywhere. We made it to booth number 3 over here in Hall 6, RPG Land. And this is Necrotic Gnome. This is an amazing brand if you haven't heard of them yet. Based in Berlin, doing old school role-playing games based on the old basic expert D&D rule set. Look at all these people. It's super packed here. It's not even Saturday yet. Anyways, Gavin Norman, who is the founder and lead author of Necrotic Gnome, is a good friend of mine, actually a colleague from the past. So we decided that we should join forces together. And so Necrotic Gnome is basically the RPG department of Quality Beast, and Quality Beast is basically the publisher for Necrotic Gnome. So anyways, come on in and take a look at the booth. There's a whole array of Wormskin, which is a zine that covers his first campaign setting, Dolmenwood, this fungus-infested, fairy haunted, spiritual forest. There's a lot of weird stuff in there, like goat men and goat women, and so it's pretty cool. If you're into role playing and you're looking to build something modular using different pieces, there's a lot of lookup tables in that zine. But more importantly, those are just teasers, because next year in 2019 we're going to do a Kickstarter where we're going to release like a tome, a campaign book. It might be broken into 2, but anyways, we're going to release a large volume of information that's all about the Dolmenwood setting, so covers all the hexes on the map. But then over here, if we sneak back this way, we actually have his rule set, which right now is called BX Essentials, which is a more technical term, literally for what it is. We might be rebranding that, we're exploring that right now, but basically Gavin has taken the old basic expert rules of Dungeons & Dragons and he's condensed them down to be much more simplified. He's broken them out across 5 books so you can plug and play with the pieces that you need. That's about all that I can explain what we're doing right now, though there will be a second Kickstarter next year where we're going to release BX Essentials in a hardback form and a box set. And you can see also in the background they're running live RPG sessions here too. So if you saw us at the event, or even if you didn't, thanks for watching, thanks for your support. I'm Dill Crom from Quality Beast, and I'm out.